ULTRAKILL has lots of movement tech, mostly horizontal, but today we're not going forward, we're going up. I'll be showcasing some viable vertical movement tech, then combine them together to see how far V1 can go. Note that we will only use V1's arsenal for this, no jumping off enemies, and no using the environment. We're using the flat ground in the sandbox to make it as accurate as possible. We'll be starting off with Ultra Boost will be the first tech we cover. You might be wondering, Fairy, Ultra Boost is horizontal movement tech, how could we use this? And to that I say, just shoot it downwards. To perform an Ultra Boost, you shoot a core from the shotgun's core eject variant in any direction.
Hold up.
Shoot a core from the shotgun's core eject variant in any direction by pressing the right mouse button, no holding. Then switching to the malicious rail cannon variant and firing it at the core. This is pretty versatile, not just for movement, but for combat as well, as the ejected core will have a huge blast range and easily wipe out most enemies. This doesn't matter though, you wanna move. This tech will be used
2 times.
on to the next movement tech. I'll admit, this isn't really movement tech, but it sure is vertical. Rockets will be crucial for our altitude journey. We'll ride rockets upwards to gain more height. To ride a rocket, it's advised to use the freeze frame. Simply, you just freeze the rocket and jump on it. But here's the thing, we're in the air. So, we can't really jump. So what do? We fall onto the rocket as we're flying upwards, just as we slow down. We fire a frozen rocket and we'll land right on it. Then we'll be able to position ourselves upwards and soar through the skies. For 5 rockets only, then we start dropping down. Rockets can be used to Ultra Boost, but do not provide the same height as a regular Ultra Boost. This tech will be used
5 times.
This one's a little hard. Slam storage is done by hugging a wall while mid-air, then slamming and jumping right after, with a few frames of leeway. This will lead to you jumping off the wall with slam particles around you, and still being able to move freely. This means that you have stored a slam. Jumping as soon as you touch the ground will send you up greatly. This happens because of a mechanic called slam jumping, where a jump sends you higher after a slam, and this is tied to the slam's velocity. If the slam lasts longer, its velocity increases, so we get an extremely high jump back. This will be the first tech we use This will be the first tech we use since we can use it from the ground, and it gets a huge initial boost of height. This tech will be used once.
1 time.
That's not right.
Did I do something wrong?
You're supposed to say once, not 1 times. That's wrong.
But we were using times for the previous case.
Now is not the time to explain grammar. Back to the video. Now that I've covered all the techs we'll be using, I'll show you how to achieve maximum height. Let's send V1 to space. Start off with a slam storage. As you slow down, Ultra Boost below you for even more height. This will be our first Ultra Boost. You slow down again, fire a rocket before you start falling and freeze it right away. Point the rocket upward, try to get a 90-degree angle. Don't take too long though. Unfreeze the rocket and wait until the rocket begins to lose throttle. Freeze the rocket, shoot another, and hop off and land on the next one. Repeat 4 more times and wait on the final rocket until the freeze frame time runs out. We'll use this time to recharge our rail cannon shot. We jump off the rocket and Ultra Boost for the 2nd time. And the final cherry on top of this vertical sundae, 3 wall jumps, and boom, you have reached space. I'll do a quick comparison to see how far we've gotten from this. So this is the ground, and wait a bit. There it is. That's how far we got. With the right work, you could look an earth mover in the eye.
I got the basic every finna cook a bit, follow diamond, but they sit on my wrist. They said it was silent, like keep us some cheese. I told them it's stuck in my mouth, but he rich. Bitch, just ask me if I got a talking for really. I told her I got it, and not to be cut in the belly. I'm taping new diamonds. I told them they turn on the I got the basic every finna cook a bit, follow diamond, but they sit on my wrist. They said it was silent, like keep us some cheese. I told them it's stuck in my mouth, but he rich. Bitch, just ask me if I got a talking for really. I told her I got it, and not to be cut in the belly. I'm taping new diamonds. I told them they turn on the
Alright, now here's a full, no commentary clip of, I like to call it ultra flight. Get it? Cause like, you're flying and stuff. Just show the clip.